Okay, so there's a little soccer game at recess, at every recess. And I was the only girl that ever played soccer on that recess field, on the big kids team. It was big kids versus little kids. This is how it basically went. There would be like a couple of big kids, and then there'd be like 52 little kids, a ton of them. And then so, yeah. But how I think this kid said I was a boy was out of my concern, but yeah. Since I was the only girl, he probably must have gotten it from that idea. And then, oh my gosh, I'm gonna label this YouTube video soccer stories or whatever. Okay, so a couple of months passed. Then this little girl, literally, so there's these 3 little girls, and there's this thing that the kids. One second. Anyway, I'll just shock on that person's face. Okay, so then they were like, okay, so after this girl joined soccer, a couple of her friends joined. And when I was in 5th grade, well, I'm still in 5th grade, but technically I am not still in 5th grade, but so anyway, then this is like, okay, so then they go on about. So then once this girl joined, she's like, oh, hi. And then I was like, oh my gosh, not this girl. So I used to be in a club, and I thought it was fun to just do some activities with little kids, and I wanted to involve more with little kids and see how they acted in the school, since this was a pretty low-key school. It wasn't the best. Kids swore. Kids wrote weird stuff on the lockers, but yeah. Then this girl, like, she was like, oh, hi. And I was like, hi. We're gonna call her Brittany here. She was like in kindergarten or something. I don't know. 2nd grade, and I'm in like 5th grade at this point. So I'm 3 years older than her. Then this girl was like, I thought you were a health girl. And I was like, what? And then she was like, and then I remembered the club I was in. It was a club where they picked up trash around the school, but we would get rewarded. We'd get ice cream. So I was like, I'm in for this. I'm gonna do this. And so then it was just so annoying. She was like, I thought you were a health girl, because I had done a babysitting course and I could now babysit. And so I was like, oh, I can be your health girl since we're picking up trash and sometimes it has hornets in it or whatever. And then so this girl was like, oh yeah. But then I was like, well, not anymore. And there's this thing I like to do on the field called slide tackling. Sometimes it's where, for all those soccer fans, you know what slide tackling is. But usually I'd accidentally trip the kid, or usually I'd trip the kid. But you know, it wouldn't be a harsh trip. It would be more of a gentle trip. And it barely ever happened. I'd usually just sweep the ball out from in front of them and take it. But this... Okay, so then... She was mad at me and she's like, why do you keep on slide tackling them? And apparently, and she was like, I thought you said no hands on. Okay, and then so one of her teammates hit me, and then so I grabbed him. And since he's a little kid, she was like, this is totally unacceptable in her probably puny brain mind. But then, so this is the girl who's sassy and like, she's such a teacher's pet. Like, she's such a teacher's pet. And then so this girl, like, out of the blue, her teammates start coming up to me and they start getting physical with me because I slide tackle and sometimes I accidentally trip them. But they're like, then I was like, oh, if they're gonna get physical with me, I'm gonna get physical with them. So I made sure that for all those kids who tried to punch me in the stomach, I kind of, well, you know, trip them when I slide tackle. I wouldn't usually do this. You know, these are kids who start trying to punch me in the stomach. So, yeah. And then, like, she comes up with her... Okay. But these little kids, I absolutely hate these little kids. They'll be like, big kids suck, big kids suck. And then when I go to the supervisor about this, they'll act so innocent. And when we steal the ball from them, they'll act like they're hurt. And then the supervisor gets mad at the big kids. Like there was this one big kid, and he literally did nothing. He just took the ball from this one kid, and he started crying such a fake cry. And this is where I drew the line, kind of. And they were just so annoying. Annoying AF. So when this girl is like, oh, I'm gonna trip you, I'm gonna slide tackle you. The thing is, I'm not only the slide tackler on my team, but I'm also the one who's best at not getting tripped. And one time I accidentally, literally, won the whole entire game for my team because this one girl made a bad decision. So there was her teammate on one side, and then she was on the other, and then so she was gonna try and slide tackle me, and if I dodged it, or if I stepped further, her teammate would slide tackle me. And then so that's what she tried to do. But the funny thing was here, I jumped. So when I jumped, she accidentally slide tackled one of her own teammates, which was hilarious. So yeah, but this little girl, she was picking at every little thing I did wrong, and I was like, okay, how about we get it at every little thing you did wrong? Join the soccer team, that's what you did. No, I'm not joking. But this little girl, I hated her. Like, you have no idea how much I despise this girl. But yeah, she was just the most annoying thing ever. And like, she was such a Barbie. And she was also a pick-me girl. But okay, if you have all met that girl, okay, I'm gonna quickly voice her. Hey, Nikki. Yes. So like, you joined the soccer team? I just joined the soccer team. And I was like, okay. And she's like, why are you ignoring me? Because I can. And then guess what she did as a fun thing to distract me from the ball, because she knew I would try and get that ball at full force. She was like, girls, hug her. And I literally get mauled by little kids who hug, which is the most annoying thing. And so, yeah, it's so annoying. So once I finally escaped her I literally had to slide tackle my way out of this. But okay, let's do like a voice for her for like 1 minute. Hey, Nikki. So I heard, did you just get physical? No, I didn't just get physical. I literally pushed your teammate off of me because they were hugging me aggressively and they were having hands on, and I didn't like it one bit, and it was making me really uncomfortable. Well, that's breaking the rules. You aren't supposed to be doing that. Excuse me? What? I'm not supposed to be doing what? Ta-ta-ta? So you're gonna be a little But yeah, this girl was a complete bastard. So like, yeah, I absolutely hated this girl. And oh my gosh, what happened to my character? But anyway, she was so annoying. And like the one thing that I always hated about her was the fact that she was dumb. But yeah. So she'd get mad at me. She'd literally pick out everything I did wrong when I was nothing compared to this one kid on her team who would literally shame my teammates, like being like, oh, you're so skinny. Oh my gosh, you need to lose weight. Oh. So like, yeah. Which is the most annoying thing, but okay, so please like and sub for part 2, and I will see you guys next time. By the way, do notifications if you would like, if you've seen my new